What in the world is going on in the Conference of Redemptorists in North America? We began in 1832, with 6 Redemptorists traveling to the New World to begin ministry with Native Americans in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We now have 529 Redemptorists who live in 72 communities and are composed of 8 units. The 8 units are the Baltimore Province, the Vice Province of Richmond, the region of the English-speaking Caribbean, the Province of Saint Anne de Beaupré, the Yorkton Province, the Vice Province of the Extra Patrium, the Denver Province, and the Edmonton-Toronto Province. Before we focus on each unit, you need to understand that our conference has a design feature that is a little different than the other Redemptorist conferences. Most conferences have provinces that are geographically next to each other. Now, this is true for some of the provinces of the Conference of North America. But we also have units that share the same territory. So you need to think of a more layered approach to our provincial structures. Let's begin with the Baltimore Province, founded in 1850. The territory of this province is the central east and northeastern part of the United States. They have 126 confreres and 18 communities. They minister in English, Spanish, Portuguese, Vietnamese, and Chinese. Their ministry structure includes parishes, retreat houses, a shrine, and parish missions. Next, we turn to the Vice Province of Richmond, founded in 1942. The territory of this vice province is the southeastern part of the United States. They have 23 confreres and 5 communities. They reach out in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. Their ministry structure includes parishes, parish missions, and outreach to the Vietnamese mountain people. Then we turn further south to the region of the English-speaking Caribbean, founded in 1988. The territory of this region consists of islands in the Caribbean. Currently, the islands they are present on are Dominica, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago. They have 17 confreres and 4 communities. They minister in English, Creole, and some unique island-based languages. Their ministry structure includes parishes, a retreat house, and parish missions. Now we head back north to the province of Saint Anne de Beaupré. The territory of this unit is the Eastern Canadian province of Quebec. They have 62 confreres and 6 communities. They reach out primarily in French, but also have ministry in English, Spanish, and Italian. Their ministry structure includes parishes and a major shrine. As part of the Shrine of Saint Anne de Beaupré, they have a communication ministry that includes TV and a magazine. Then we move a little west to the Yorkton Province. The territory of this unit has communities in the Western Canadian provinces of Saskatchewan and Manitoba. They have 15 confreres and 4 communities. They minister both in English and Ukrainian. Their ministry structure includes parishes, a shrine, and the Welcome Home, a ministry which reaches out to the poor in Winnipeg. We now turn south to the vice province of the Secretariat, which was founded in 1984. The territory of this province is the entire United States. However, currently, they have communities in Texas and California. They have 51 confreres and 4 communities. They minister primarily in Vietnamese, but also reach out in English. Their ministry structure includes parishes, a retreat house, and a shrine. Plus, they do extensive communication ministry using TV, radio, and the internet. We now look to the Denver province. The territory of this province is the central and western part of the United States. This province was created in 1996 with the merger of 2 units, the St. Louis and Oakland provinces. In 2005, the vice province of New Orleans was also merged into the Denver province. They have 180 confreres and 23 communities. They minister in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. Their ministry structure includes parishes, retreat houses, a shrine, and a communication ministry known as Liguori Publications. Last but not least is the Edmonton-Toronto province. The territory of this province is the entire country of Canada. That means this province alone is approximately the same size as the Conference of Europe and covers 6 time zones. They have 43 confreres and 8 communities. They reach out in English, Spanish, Chinese, and Aboriginal languages. Their ministry structure includes parishes, a shrine, parish missions, and a communication ministry called Redemptorist TV. It would be important to make note of 3 other provinces from outside the Conference of North America that have communities located within our geographic area. The Warsaw province has 12 confreres in 3 communities. They have parish and radio ministry. The Lviv province has 2 confreres in parish ministry. And the Capo Grande province has 4 confreres living in parish ministry. Each of these 3 provinces has representatives elected to the Conference Assembly. Since the last general chapter, how have we changed? The number of units has stayed the same. The number of confreres went down. The number of communities went down. The financial resources have gone down. But one thing did go up: our average age. Missionary priorities. The bulk of the confreres in the Conference of North America are reaching out to people who seek to form regular community with other believers. By this we mean we staff parishes. Our parishes are located in both major cities and rural settings. They all include some type of special outreach to the poor in the area. In almost every case, They are an extraordinary resource for the local diocese because we have a number of confreres at each site with varied pastoral experience and who speak multiple languages. Another missionary priority is to provide extended spiritual experience for religious and laity through our retreat centers. We have 6 retreat houses that offer mostly group experience, but all sites also make room for individual, private, or guided retreats. A third missionary priority is an outreach to those who seek weekly devotional life or the reconciliation services offered by our shrine ministries. We have the shrine to one of our Redemptorist saints, St. John Newman, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We have a shrine to Blessed Francis Sealos in New Orleans. We have a shrine to Blessed Vasil Velichowski in Winnipeg, Canada. And we have 2 shrines to our Mother of Perpetual Help. We have the shrine in Houston, Texas, and we have the National Shrine to Our Lady of Perpetual Help in Toronto, Canada. Also in Canada, we have the Shrine of Saint Anne de Beaupré. A fourth missionary priority is to evangelize people through mission preaching. This ministry does not have many full-time mission preachers, but confreres make time to give a mission or 2 each year, even though they are active in other full-time ministries. Our conference also organizes area missions that do outreach to large geographic areas. To round out our discussion of missionary priorities, we need to talk about the communication ministry. In many ways, this type ministry has had a long history. Many provinces have had confreres who have worked in TV, radio, and the writing apostolate. And confreres still do this type of ministry today. But now there is a whole new reality of the internet and social media. And many confreres are doing a lot of experimentation. There are preaching blogs, Facebook pages, pastoral and educational websites, and the list goes on. Understanding and using this new form of ministry well is one of our future challenges. As for special recent new missionary activities, in the beginning of this video, we talked about the fact that our Redemptorist roots in this new world was to preach to the Native Americans, as they are called in the U.S., or the First Nation peoples, as they are called in Canada. This particular ministry is presently growing. Among the First Nation peoples, being a matriarchal society, there is a great respect for the grandmother. So the shrine to Saint Anne, the grandmother of Jesus, is very popular, especially among the Mi'kmaq tribe in Canada. Also, because Blessed Vasil was a person who suffered imprisonment in a cold climate, he is growing in popularity among the First Nation people in the northern Manitoba area of Canada. And finally, in the Edmonton-Toronto province, there is a new outreach in the Mackenzie Diocese and in the Saskatoon area to the Aboriginal peoples. Another ongoing and expanding ministry activity is with the Hispanic community in the United States. The provinces of Denver and Baltimore, as well as the Vice Province of Richmond, have begun new communities with this particular outreach in mind. There is new outreach in both the Mississippi Delta region as well as in North Carolina. Within the Hispanic community, there are many migrants, so there is a special outreach to them through Spanish missions, through immigration legal services, and through English as a second language courses. In the area of formation. Long before there was a conference structure, some of the provinces in North America made the decision to merge their novitiate programs. This was primarily done because it was felt that a novitiate of less than 4 novices was not seen as optimal. The program today now includes all the units in the conference and is located in Toronto, Canada. This year, for the first time, we have decided to have our first profession ceremony done not within each individual province, but rather in Toronto, with the vows being accepted by the conference coordinator. Over the years, we have merged our philosophy programs so that now there are 2. One in the Bronx, using St. John's University, and the other one in Dallas, Texas, using the University of Dallas. No matter where our students study, we bring them all together for a week in May to be with each other at our annual student gathering. It is a time for a shared workshop retreat experience, but it's also time to relax and get to know each other. The site for this experience changes each year. It's also a time to have various provinces and conference-level formation Secretariat meetings. Our students learn about the other units in the conference by doing their pastoral summer experiences in other provinces. This practice will now extend to our pastoral year programs as well. Our Transition to Ministry program has been expanded into a conference-level program over the years and provides support for our confreres as they transition into our local communities. Our theologates are in the process of merging. We currently have 3 theologates. They are the Catholic Theological Union in Chicago, Boston College in Massachusetts, and St. Mary's Seminary in Houston, Texas. At the time of this video, we're in the final stages of making a major decision about merging our theologates. Final vows and ordinations take place within the home provinces. In the area of lay collaboration, there's a lot of experimentation in the area of lay collaboration. At the moment, we are using different words to describe our programs and have different expectations as to what the lay associates do. To help clarify our use of terms and formation programs, we have put together a Secretariat for Partners in Mission. At the moment, through meetings and retreats, we are putting together a unified vision of this form of lay collaboration, and this proposal will be presented at the next conference assembly. As for solidarity, the various units in the Conference of North America have for years provided financial support for the general government beyond what was expected. We have also helped units within our own conference when they experience serious difficulties, as was the case with the province of St. Anne de Beaupré. And we responded to units in the congregation who had to deal with natural disasters, such as Haiti. It is our hope to continue this practice, but realize that our resources are not as strong as they were in the past. Our aging population is putting a drain on our finances due to the high cost of health care and medical insurance. Now for the future. Looking at our future, apostolic priorities. Our primary task at this point is to develop a shared conference vision of the ministry of Redemptorists in North America through a vibrant apostolic priority statement. This type vision statement has been discussed at every conference assembly so far and is still being worked on. We have put together temporary, smaller statements to help us move forward, and we are still in the process of crafting an overall vision statement for the conference. Looking to our future. Formation. Our conference continues to merge our formation programs and make sure that our students are getting to know each other and the reality of being part of a conference of Redemptorists in North America. At the time this video is being shown, we will have decided where our conference theologate will be located. Our goal is to have this new site in operation by September 2017. Looking to the future, the Caribbean. The region of the English-speaking Caribbean has had to deal with many issues recently and will need to be restructured. We plan on a major change in the structure of this unit by January 2017. Looking to our future, Canada. Another part of our future is exploring the restructuring of Canada. We currently have 3 provinces and are looking at some type reorganization to bring about better missionary stability. We held a gathering of all Redemptorists recently at the Shrine of St. Anne de Beaupré to discuss such a restructuring. Work in this area continues. Looking to our future, conference events. Our conference is also discussing the creation of more conference-wide events. Currently, the regular conference-level retreats and history conferences have been well attended, and we are exploring other type conference-level workshops. Our conference is also initiating more area missions, which have been very effective in the past. Our next area mission will be all the parishes on the island of Grenada. Looking to our future, youth ministry. Currently, youth ministry is primarily based in our parish settings. However, every few years we organize a conference-wide young adult dialogue. Our challenge is to continue these dialogues and increase the conference-level interaction between our youth ministry and our vocation ministry. In conclusion, we hope that this snapshot of our life as a conference has given you a better understanding of our current reality. Now you know a little more about what in the world is going on in the Conference of Redemptorists in North America.